do this Mandela Effect video because it's something I'd sort of put on the back burner, not thought a lot about. Thought it was a lot to do with word games, which I think it kind of might be, but in a weird way. Didn't think much about it until I saw ODD's Dolly's Braces video, and I clearly remember from, I think it was either the Mad or Cracked comic book, there was Braces, and then I saw the movie later on. Braces stood out. It was funny, and it was all about the braces. It wasn't about glasses or smiling. It was about the braces, man. And then that got me thinking about turmeric, which I saw at work was like they spelled turmeric. Someone had written that. I was like, that's weird because it's always spelled turmeric in my mind. So I'm looking at, where is it here? This scientific article, International Journal of Scientific and Engineering Research, spells it turmeric in the beginning, and it goes to, it's turmeric here, but turmeric. It's misspelling it all over the place, or back and forth between the turmeric and turmeric. And one could understand that that's how they're spelled differently. And I think it's James Rhodes that's mentioned that artificial intelligence is doing this. And it's like, some people think it's about time, but if we mix this in with the possibility, chemtrails, who knows what the heck they're about. I know they're real. Watched them enough for a period of time to understand that it's separate from normal air traffic in the way they act. Keeping on track here, AI, but I was noticing you could go into the PDFs especially and get these things out. I think this is a PDF. So wanted to get into this article about like an overlay with chemtrails. If there's something going on with the AI, and I do think it's computer oriented down there in CERN underground, it's because there's a movie, one of the sports movie, the futuristic sports movie, the name is escaping me, Rollerball, where the computer that's kind of senile is located in Switzerland. I want to say, I can't remember exactly where it's located, Geneva possibly. And so that kind of synced up there. But this overlay where you can see different languages through this, what is it called? Word lens. This also reminds me too of those word lists you find online, and there's a way you access it. I can't remember. It takes like a certain prefix on the address you type in, and you get these word lists. And I can't remember the blogger's name. He lives in South America. He wrote the books about the underground tunnels. And he has, I don't agree with a lot of his stuff, but he does mention these word lists as maybe possibly reality manipulation. And that could be, but it also could be something to do with this overlay. If we're getting an overlay, and they do it over the cities, this chemtrailing, I mean, they do it everywhere, but you do see it especially over the cities in the Western world and everywhere else, I guess, apparently. The overlay, could be what's happening. Why I'm seeing it in a dictionary, and it's like Cliff's Notes. But when I'm seeing it, like you're still seeing on the computer the Cliff Notes. People are talking about Cliff Notes. Where are we here? Like, this is good. This book, Google book, is like a Cliff Notes guide. It was never Cliff's Notes. When something has an S like that, as a kid, especially when you're using these things, teenager, you use like Cliff's Notes. It almost like you want to make fun of it, but it's not there, so you don't make fun of it. It's Cliff Notes. And there's lots of little things going on like that. And so, what was another thing? I'm kind of riffing off of James Rhodes because that's where I was just. He's got some good ideas, but the Hadron Collider. Where is it here? As you can see, the Large Hadron Collider. See if I thought I pulled that up somewhere here. Hilfiger. You see this all over the place. It's still spelled with 2 L's. Hilfiger, 2 L's. And where is it? This one's a PDF that you can't access through the this little thing here because where is it? Tommy Hilfiger. And this is about school uniforms, and this is like talks about 1996. So this is like, when is this? That's the thing. Go back in PDFs early on, 98, 99. Yeah, 98. Okay, so you get it, like you're going back as far as possible, not as possible, but pretty far back before 2001, excuse me, and you're getting this stuff. Where is the heck is it about the cool clothing? Tommy Hilfiger. So, what else are we talking? So, but I just wanted to point especially out this whole thing, a reality overlay. Why, when you look at dictionaries, I've looked through all my dictionaries, and turmeric is only the TUR version. There's no turmeric. It's always been that way in my mind. It's a lot of things you take for granted, for sure, but they don't even have an alternative spelling in 3 of the dictionaries that I have. And you would think that they would point out also spelled, So I'm wondering if what we're getting is not time travel, but a reality overlay. They can. I don't believe in time travel, to be honest with you. I just think that's made up and maybe a cover for what they're just doing now. If they can do this overlay, which we know that we can do on computers and stuff, maybe there's some sort of thing that they're tapping into in our brains. Maybe you're looking at the dictionary and it's Cliff Notes, and it's Cliff's Notes. But it's weird because when you see it it's probably like Tommy Hilfiger on a shirt with the 1 L. That's when it gets weird because you're manipulating physical objects then. Unless it's just a brain thing. You think you see it. We can be brainwashed and hypnotized. It's a thing. Even the best of us, even the people with the least amount of that. So I just wanted to point that out. We could have a reality overlay. Word lens. This is just like an application for your phone or whatever. But this could be happening on a much deeper level, widespread. If you do it with the technologies they have, chemtrails, etc., that could be what's going on. All right.